I just learned what I'm calling a neurological party trick. I was having the laser done today, and I started to have a seizure where it started out as a hot flash, like a halo around my head. I started to sweat around my forehead and around, just like emulating heat. And then Dr. Elmer had me look at a target to the left with his thumb. He put his thumb here, and I looked to the left, and it incited a seizure all on the left side of my face. My eye drooped, my mouth pulled back, and this whole tone, all the vagal tone in my face on this side went completely out. So he, and I just went, ugh, and I could still talk, but it was just slow. It's like I'm stroking out. And then I start to cry out of this eye, and then just, like crying. And then, so he had me take it and look at my right thumb to the right side, and I focused on that, and my eyes, not my face, just my eyes, and you find a comfortable spot that's not too far, but this pulled me out of my seizure. So I'm still like drooping, and I target my ocular nerve to the right, and what that does is by tightening that up, this is the only nerve, the eyes, the tongue, and the smell are the only nerves that go to the left and the right side of the brain. So what I learned is this party trick, as he was giving me, and we were filming, and he was giving me instruction on something else about seizures and different type of seizure disorders. I started to have another one, and this one is like a poker, like a long fat needle that goes into my brain, and that's the start. It's like the aura, the stab, the aura. And so I did his trick. I turned my body so I was looking at him to the right, so he was my target. And then he gave me a trick where if you squeeze, if you do planks or squats, but I do this one-handed right arm plank and a right leg squat, because it's usually the left side of my brain that's overpowering and having the activity. So what I did was I squeezed my foot and my leg as tight as I could, just contracted everything, pushed my foot down into the ground. I squeezed the bottom of the chair, I tightened the whole right side of my body, and I had my focus and I had my head to the front and my eyes to the side. And by doing that, this side of the nerve wakes up this side. It's like the stretch, and it made this side of the brain calm down. So what's happening is when you're getting a seizure on the left side of the brain is hyper, but you would think it's opposite. So it's coming from the right side of the brain to the left side of the face, right? So that's why I look to the right. And you don't even have to know which it is. So if you do a target to the left and it incites your seizure worse and it makes you feel worse, then you don't need to do it to the left. If you do it to the right and it makes it better, then that's where you need to do it to. So that's what I learned today. That's my neuro party trick with Dr. Elmer. I stopped the seizure. Woo, woo.